Like most crafters, I have amassed quite a large collection of wool and other things. And one of my goals for this year is to make a dent in my different stashes. So today, what we're going to be focusing on is going through all of my crochet stuff, my yarn, any kind of different accessories that I have, sorting them out and making an inventory. Remember, if you like crochet, if you like art, if you like crafting, make sure you subscribe to the channel and like this video. It would help me out absolutely loads. This year, I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. So that little subscribe would help me out loads and loads. So one of the plans for this year, like I just said, was going through my yarn stash and just making a dent in all of that stuff that I've amassed over the last few years. And I think making an inventory is going to make it a lot easier for me when I'm planning out projects to know what wool I actually have, and that is going to cut down my spending. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my crochet journal and I'm going to do a new spread, and we're going to make an inventory. So every time I'm about to plan a project, I can go here and see what wool I have in my collection. So let's get started. I'm about to climb up into the loft. I know that I have some wool up there, but I don't know how much. So I'm going to climb up and I'm going to throw it all down, and then we'll take it downstairs and we'll get it all sorted. So this is the stuff from my loft. And to be honest with you, I thought there was more. I'm actually quite impressed that these 3 bags, this is all there is. There are some boxes with completed projects that haven't sold in craft fairs up there. That is just going to be another story for another day. But we'll have a good look through all of these and we will create an inventory. There are a few other places that I hide wool in my house. One is behind my chair and one is in a cupboard by my chair. These are IKEA boxes, quite big IKEA boxes, and I'm a little nervous about getting these out, but let's just do it. Let's get started. Oh gosh, the anxiety is kicking in. So this is the cupboard. It's next to where I sit, and this is where I have a lot of the stuff that I just tend to go for. I got this when we went to Aldi. It's a cute little sewing kit. This is a bag of little tiny offcuts. So this is like little tiny small bits. These are really good when you're doing granny squares. Let's see what's here. I literally don't even know what's in here. That looks like a sock. That looks like one of Jackson's socks. Got some hand cream, some Pritt stick, because obviously we need that to crochet. And I have no idea what's in that case. This here, this is Clara's bowl. Clara is my niece. She is 3 and she gets very excited when Auntie Steph crochets. This is what Clara does when she comes to my house. We sit and crochet together. She can't quite grasp the full dexterity of what you need to do crochet, so that's what she does. She twists it around. This is my yarn winder, so I'll put that there. What else have we got in here? We have beads. This is not for craft. This is not for crochet. This was I was going to make bracelets. I don't know why that's in here. And we also have a blocking board. I'm going to leave the blocking board in there. I'm also going to leave this guy in there as well. So I'm going to take the beads out because they can go somewhere better. And I'm going to put Clara's bowl back in there too, because that doesn't really need sorting. This is one heck of a big box of yarn. So I'm going to take that out now and put it with my other stuff. And then we also have this as well. Oh goodness. So here is my couch full of wool, and now I just need to go to behind my chair and get the wool out from behind there. I also have this box. So now this box, I'm not going to bother in using this for inventory because the only thing that's in this box is my stuff, my temperature blanket. I have this bag here. Oh. Okay, so now my entire yarn collection is on my sofa. That's making me feel a little nervous, but it's going to be fine and we're going to sort it. So job number 1 is to create an inventory in my book. So I'm going to turn to a fresh page and we're going to start writing that up. So here is my inventory that I've drawn up. So I've got the title and then I've just divided the page into 4. I'm thinking like if it's a long title of wool, it can take up a few different rows here, and then I've got the number, but I think that's going to be the best way of me doing my layout. And then after each title, I can put another line. So that is my little spread there. So now we're going to start going through those yarns. I think the best way of me doing this as well is going to be sorting the wool into piles and then recording the number. So I've got the pile, I know what I've got, get all those titles down and then documenting the numbers. So that's how I'm going to do it. Okay, so this is where I'm up to. Sorting it all into colours. This is 2 boxes. So that was these 2 boxes, they've been emptied. And I've still got the bags to do. So I'm feeling a little stressed. It's going to be fine. What I've also done over here is I've just separated all this. This is my cottons. So that's where I'm putting all my cottons. And then I'm also thinking like certain wools, like this, I might separate them completely because this feels like really, it wouldn't be suitable for a garment. It feels very artificial. It has like a really weird texture to it. So certain wools, I think it's the same as this. I got this in a pound shop and it just feels like plastic. That's what it feels like. So it wouldn't be suitable for a garment. So now I'm starting to think, should I organise this even to the point where I could be like, right, this is stuff that's not suitable for garments. This would be for like a toy or something. I just don't know. It does look kind of amazing though, doesn't it? Look at all those blues. I kind of love it. Also, while I'm doing this, I'm also listening to one of my audiobooks. One of my favourite authors is an author called Nancy Warren, and she writes different series. And my favourite series is The Vampire Knitting Club, and book 15 has just come out on audiobook. So I'm sat here organising my yarn, listening to my Vampire Knitting Club. That could be like a really fun series as well, doing like book reviews, like book club. Comment down below if you think that'd be a good idea. I have just looked in this bag and in here this is like a time capsule. I might get upset and I hope that I don't because I think I know what's in here. But these are some of my very first crochet projects. This was a bag that I started just making granny squares and I never ever finished it. I love those colours though. Aren't those colours fantastic? What I did, I think I've done 2 granny squares and then I've also done 1 big granny square in a rectangle, but so cute. Kind of don't want to get rid of that, but also it's like I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. But look at those colors. Maybe I'll just unravel it. Oh, so pretty. Let's see what else we've got. Oh, another granny square. Another granny square bag that I was attempting. It's the same kind of wool. Got some wool left over from that. Oh, is that attached to something? Oh, look! Okay, so if I unravel this, I could have like the wool. It feels lovely. The only way I can describe it is like pearly. If that makes sense. Like the smoothness of a pearl, that's what it feels like. Maybe I could just unravel them and just make something with them. Let's have a look what else we've got in here. Wow, there is a lot of yarn. Was I making a hat? Look at how much of this yarn I've got though. Okay, I think I will unravel this and I will make something with it because that's like a really nice quality yarn. When I first started, I was just going to this lovely store in Ormskirk called Maureen's Fabrics. If you ever get a chance to go up to Maureen's, the staff there are really, really helpful, really, really lovely. All right, let's have a look, see what else we've got. So we've got some more of this yarn. Let's have a look. Is it in this bag? Oh, wow, okay, let's see. Oh, yeah. Here is the yarn. Right, I'm going to wind that up really quickly now. Okay, so now I've got 2 balls of that yarn, so I'm just going to leave that there and we'll go on to see what we have here. Oh, is this the flecked yarn? Oh my goodness, right, okay, let's have a look. Let's go into here and we'll see what we have. So I've got some plastic bags. I've got some old granny squares. Look how cute. Old little granny squares. Tempting a circle granny square as well. Wow, look at those colours. That pink is fab. That is a chunky yarn. This was definitely before. I think I was using this with this and this with this. And maybe I'll keep all that together when I kind of unravel that. Maybe I'll keep that as a little set. But I think I'm gonna get rid of these. Now these wools, these balls of wool here, I think these could be part of something that I might feel emotional about. So let's sort it out. We'll get this raveled now. So I'm just gonna ball these up. Now what this could be part of is this could be part of a project that my grandmother started before she passed away. When she died, I had a case and it was full of her old knitting needles, crochet hooks, and there was a project that, because when unfortunately she wasn't very well, she had cancer, and to keep herself busy, keep her mind busy, she would crochet and she would knit. And this project, I think this wool might be from that. Now I don't knit, it's not something that I do, and I would love to be able to learn how to knit so I can incorporate what she has made. But then maybe what I might do is I might try and sort of sew off the garment, make sure that it's all attached, and then I might actually just make it into a crochet item, like kind of crochet around it. That could be something that, because it's been sat there now. I really struggle with knitting. It's something that I'm not overly inclined. The only reason that I really want to learn how to do this is literally just to finish this project off. Knitting was something that she did a lot, but crochet was something that she was like really like excited about, because it was something that she was learning later in life. She used to go to a group with her cousin, and they had like this little group where they just go and they just like learn how to crochet, and I remember her being like really excited about it. So maybe having this combination, because at the end of every single year for like the last, like since I found this, like since I refound this when I moved house, I've been saying to myself, I'm gonna learn to knit, and the likeliness of me doing that is pretty slim. And what am I gonna do? Am I gonna like after this, am I gonna just put this back upstairs and not finish it? I don't know. But I think the idea of having these two different ways of working, the way that I'm really passionate about, something that she was passionate about as well. Obviously I'm gonna have to little looks. Every single time I've seen it, I've been sort of too emotional to kind of even deal with it, but today I'm feeling okay. Oh, nearly at the end. So now I have these two little balls of wool. Don't know if they were part of her project or not. So let's have a little look in here. Is this? No, what even is this? Oh my god, let me show you. I think that this stuff could literally be from my grandmother. I think this might be my grandmother's things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this to one side, because that's kind of fitting into like accessories. I've got a chunky grey there, which I'm going to roll across. Some red, chunky with little bits of stuff stuck to it. Oh my goodness. Some of this stuff I know is mine. I don't know if this was my grandmother's, this fabric. It's very thick. It's almost like, feels almost like curtains. So let's put that again to one side. Accessories. Anything in this little bag. Threads. I have no idea what that is. Put that in that bag there. Some more of that yarn. Just a plastic bag. A pink plastic bag. Let's put all that into here. There we go. Found some more of this yarn. Oh, it actually has the label on. Okay, so this is Folk Song Chunky. I don't know whether it's showing up on the camera if I just keep it still. Folk Song Chunky recommends a 6mm hook for this. Okay. Well, yeah, we've got loads of that, so that is good that I've actually got the tag for that, so we know what that's called. Wow, okay, we have some very nice thread and a random sock and some buttons. Okay, so we'll put that to one side there. Oh, and a pencil with a broken thread. Right, put that all there. One bag down. Quite a few to go. I genuinely thought that that project was in there, but we'll just keep moving. Okay, so we're on our next bag now. Lovely autumnal bag. I've got some of that Hobie, what's it called, mohair wool. I bought this ages ago, tried to make something with it on the knitting machine, and it went horrible. And here it is, the thing that went horribly wrong. Tried to make a garment with it on the knitting machine, and it just went really bad. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna bin it. I'm just gonna bin it. I'm not gonna even bother trying to take this apart because I can just see that being an absolute nightmare. So I'm just not going to even put myself through it. Okay. Oh, a large blunt needle. Put that with the accessories pile. A little bit more of that Hobie yarn. Really big bin bag, so let's put that into there. Keep that next to me. This all looks like cotton yarns. Let's have a little look. We've got some, oh no it isn't, so that's Cedar Snuggly. Throw that over there with my creams. We've got some wool and alpaca yarn in yellow. That is cotton. That is cotton, so I'll put this all in my cotton pile. Let's have a little look at this. Cotton. These are all, oh, that, you're not cotton. You're not cotton. That is a cream. Let's have a look. And the rest of this looks like cottons. I think some of this belonged to my friend Sue. My friend Sue, when she moved back to South Korea, got rid of lots of stuff and was very kind to pass it my way. I appreciate my friend Sue and I miss her every single day. Right, more of that gorse. We've got some baby wool in baby blue. We've got some pink kind of fluffy yarn, so I'll roll that over there. We've got this stuff, right? This is recycled wool. I made my little boy a squid in this and it was absolutely amazing. It does get a little tatty over time though. Oh, put that over there. Some more alpaca, not alpaca, sorry. Some more mohair. Mohair, put you there. And these are some tiny jars. I went through a phase of making bouquets with thread. And they looked so cute arranging this. I am going to keep these because that could be a really fun video, really fun project. And here are some dolly stands. Stands for dollies. Now, that is some blue yarn that needs winding, so let's get that done. I went through a phase of making toys. That's the thing, is I feel like as creators, as crocheters, whatever kind of thing you make, you tend to just have a little go at everything. I love the finished outcome when I'm making a toy. I went through a phase of making dolls. And I love the finished outcome, but the actual process, I really don't like it. I find it quite stressful. Maybe it's because I don't read patterns. I just kind of wing it. You know what? I don't even want to wrap that. I'm just going to smell it. I don't want that. Let's see, we've got another cream. Then we've got 50p. Oh, and my card reader when I do crochet fairs, which I haven't done in a very long time. And some broken crayons. 2 bags down. Bag number 3. So let's have a little look. This looks like accessory stuff, so I'll put that over there to deal with that. I also have some crochet hook sets. Some more of that snuggly yarn. This stuff, I genuinely like. I got this off my friend Sue, and I don't know what to do with it. I'm gonna class this as weird yarn, and there is a few different weird yarns that I have, which I think would make a really fun video. So, oh my goodness, look! Oh gosh, look! Oh, she's made that. Oh well, I'm not getting rid of that because that's like so cute. Look how cute! Oh, Sue. Oh, Sue. Okay, keep that there, because that could be a good inspo. I also have this yellow one, and I know that there's a red one going around there as well somewhere. Right. Bags. Oh, we've got a white in the weird yarn. And then I have these. So these are baby merino. I bought these to make doll's clothes with. Baby merino. Look how beautiful that is. It's so pretty. I don't really know how to categorize those, so I'm just going to put them in the middle. Some yellow wool back there. Now I have these super chunky yarns that I kind of don't really know what to do with them. So maybe I'm going to put these to one side, categorize these together as super chunkies. And I'll put them on the couch for the time being, super chunkies. And I'll have to look, maybe see if I can research a project on what to do with a super chunky. And if not, they might be heading to the charity shop. All right, I have some more red. I have some more cream. I have this very nice blue. More weird wool. So let's put you there. Merino. Oh, mohair, more mohair. Was I calling it mohair or was I calling it merino? Mohair. Mohair, mohair. So put all that mohair over there. Now this is another odd wool that I found on the car boot. So I think this could be a fun video just testing strange wools. Another thing that I got in the car boot was loads of this. Let me find one with a label on. So this is Jaeger Super Chenille in this blue. Someone had obviously bought all of this. I think if she put it on for $7.50, and I think she ended up doing it for me for a $5 this whole bag of this amazing chenille wool. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. In my head, when I look at this, I just think of my sister, and I don't know why. So maybe I need to just make something for her with that wool. I have a zip. Put that with my accessories pile. I have some bags. I have some hair oil. I have some glue. And then I have this bag over here. And in here is unfinished whips. Okay. So that's a good place to put unfinished whips. So to be honest with you, not that many unfinished whips. So I'm going to put that back in there. Oh, come on, little yellow wool. Okay, so that is, and there's another bag there that I can deal with. So that's good. Okay, so more green Aldi wool. Throw that over there. This is a bag of stuffing, so I'm just going to put you there. Citrine Sunrise. Oh, best wool in the world. I'm going to put that over here with that unusual wool. That is a base for the, that actually has, oh, that's Citrine Sunrise. So this actually has a purpose. This is to finish off a jumper that I made, and I did it quite cropped and then realized that I don't like it cropped, so I need to finish it off, and that is actually for the base of the jumper, so they need to live together. Another jumper that I have started and not finished, so that is an unfinished whip, so I need to put them together. This wool, by the way, the marble wools, so cozy, I absolutely love it. So let's bring you back. Whip bag. Right, so let's get you in here. My unfinished whips. Oh, actually, maybe you could live in your own bag. Here we are. Because I can see the pink wool that matches this that it needs to go with. So let's put you in there. And then this is another unfinished whip that I need to finish for my mother. That has, have I got the navy wool wrapped in it? Yeah, I do. Amazing, okay. I just need to find a bag for this. Maybe I'll actually just put this in this bag, the top. So that's a whole other section that I need to make an inventory for, is unfinished whips. And we'll get this lovely autumnal bag. And we're gonna put you there and you there. And that is my unfinished whips. I have actually sorted out now all of my bags. I've got all my crochet hooks in there. So what we need to do now is we need to write up an inventory of everything, and we need to start cataloguing it all so I understand how much wool I've got, and then we can start planning out projects based on this. Okay, so I think the best place to start will be with the green wools, because that's what I've got the most of. So I'll go from green, and then I'll do my oranges, and maybe I'll throw the browns in there as well. So I'll have all the green, all the orange and yellow, and the brown, so that's all of my autumn colours all in one box. And I think that's going to be a good way of organising it and kind of colour coordinating. And then, oh, maybe yeah, with the reds, so they're basically reds, oranges, yellows, greens, browns, blues, pinks, purples, all in another one. So let's crack on with that. Okay, so the green wool fits the whole of that box. So now I'm going to work on the blue pile, because that's the next biggest pile. And then I'm going to try and combine that pile with this pile and that pile. And I don't know, maybe that pile. I just don't know. I'm feeling very overwhelmed. So I've managed to organise all of the blue, all of the pink, and all of the yellows and reds and oranges. And this is where I'm up to so far. So what I'm doing is I'm leaving a little line when the colour changes. So I've got all of my greens, I've got all of my blues and my purples, and then what I have here is my yellows and my reds. So that's giving me a little bit of organisation. Now what I have to do now is organise like my whites and my browns, then my weird yarns. I've also decided to keep these separate because these are like unusual and I don't know what to do with them or how to categorise them. So I'm going to find some little bags for those. So I have just finished organising the big piles. So we've got all of my blacks, my creams, my whites, my browns, all of my green, you can tell it's my favourite colour, and then everything else. Weird yarns. This stuff I'm just going to put in the little pouch. When I get to the point where I've just got this much left, that gets put into the bag for granny squares and scrap yarns. I'm going to deal with that in a bit. Probably going to go into the weird yarns category, because it's like multicoloured yarns that I don't know what to do with. I've got my mohair, those chunky yarns over there, and that pile is the chenille and the cotton, so that's where I'm up to. Here is my little inventory. This might look absolutely chaotic to you, but it makes sense to me. What I've done is I've just wrote down as well the yarn and then where it is. So you can see I've got the red box in the middle. Here I've got Star Wars is in the Star Wars bag. So we'll see how we get on. I am actually quite shocked at how quick this is. So far I've been organising for about 2 hours, and I feel really productive, and I feel like I can kind of be like, right, okay, I can see projects now coming together. So I have about 2.5 hours before I have to be doing other things that I've got planned today. So I really need to crack on and get this done. So a little break and then we're going to crack on, but I'm feeling really, really good. And I can see all the projects coming together in my brain of what we're going to be doing. I've had a little break now and I'm just getting straight back into it. I've catalogued all of my cottons. I've got so much cotton yarn. I didn't realise how much cotton yarn I've got. I've got 2 bags of cotton yarn. It's like crazy. Now, what I'm going to do now is categorise all of my kind of unusual yarns, the strange yarns, the weird yarns. And I'm going to try and put them in little Ziploc bags. And that's going to keep it in a bit of order. But I feel like I'm finally at the sort of end game. I've also got a little Ziploc bag full of all of my little offcuts, which are great for granny squares. It's happening. I'm getting so much headway done, and then it's just down to going through all of the sort of accessories and all the little bits and bobs that go with your crochet. So I have just officially completed cataloguing all of my yarn. I've got 2 boxes. This bag here is a current project, so I'm not including that. Sorry, my dog's going crazy. We've got this Star Wars bag. This bag is empty. This bag, and this bag. I'm going to try and fit the bags behind my yellow chair. And then the 2 boxes, they're going to go in the cupboard there. So I'm going to put all that away. Now all of my wool has been organised. What I want to do now is go through some of the other little bits and bobs that I have and just try to organise it. So these are little hook sets. I'm going to put them to one side because they're gifts. This is all little embellishments. I'm not going to go through that. I'm just going to leave that in the little bag, but I'm going to put it to one side because I know that I do have other little embellishments as well. I think all this belonged to my nan. Oh, there's a rogue needle going around there. It's been put into a little piece of paper. Let's get, oh, is there a button in there? Some buttons. Right, I'm going to put them into here. I did think that this was going to have the project that she started, but that must be upstairs in the loft still. But I'm glad that I spoke about it because I wasn't really thinking about it until today. I wasn't really thinking about actually just finishing it with crochet, and I think that is something that I'm going to do. I'm going to locate it and I'm going to finish it off with something to do with crochet because it's been sat there now. I mean, she passed away in 2011. I think I was given it in about 2012 and it's now 2025. So I think I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do something with crochet with it. Whether it's a blanket, whether it's a pillow. I think I'd like to just have it out. So let's have a little look and see what we have. Firstly, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through this. So we've actually got stuff to organise it into. So let's have a look and see what we have. I have earplugs, which I'm going to put in the bin. Don't know why they're there. I have some pony beads. I got some aloe vera, Vaseline and some hand cream. I'm going to make this up a little kind of pot because I like to have hand cream and stuff that's nearby. Oh, my little boy's watch that has run out of battery. This is actually my sock, another sock. Paracetamol, I'll put that in my little pot of things. Peg with a little bit of wool on it. I think this is just going to be a pencil case with loads of pens in it that I've been... Yeah, it is. It's a pencil case with tons and tons of pens in it that I have been missing. So let's put that pencil in there. Let's put those pens in there. And let's just zip that up and we will go and put that away. Now, this bag here, this is where I keep a lot of my stuff to do with my crochet hooks. I have all of my prim hooks here. Some of my prim hooks that I use consistently are also in my little crochet case, which is my current project. But I've just found 5, which I'll put in there. And this is a 3. So I'll put that in here as well. So we have got that. Okay. There's tons and tons of cute little embellishments. Let's have a little look. Wow. there's tons of random things in here. Right, okay. Let's get the needles, most importantly, and we'll put the needles just in that pot loose so I know that they're there. And let's just tip this out. Whoa. Right. I am actually going to pick up the camera. Oh my goodness. Who remembers Summerfield? That's how old this stuff is. Oh my goodness. This is what I'm looking at. So I've got some old patterns. I've got some more wool, which is probably not savable. Oh my goodness, that has just given me so much of a memory. My nan made us a cardigan that had this in. Oh my God, I feel like crying. Have you ever watched that program, Hoarders, and like people get like really emotional attached? That's like how I'm feeling right now. Look how nice these buttons are though. Aren't they fab? I'm gonna put them into there. So this yarn, I'm just gonna put this in the bin because it's been sat loose. I've got some needles, some knitting needles. We've got some different, this has obviously had different types of needles on there. So let me just put that into there, put you over here. I have got some patterns as well. Let's have a look. Oh, what is this attached to there? Wow, very old, very old Velcro. Here we are with some more. There's a needle. Oh my goodness, she was just like horrific with the needles. She was just like letting these things just go loose everywhere. Jesus Christ. I've got some patterns. Another needle just like floating around in the project. And oh, amazing. A rusty needle. Right, okay, we need to find something to put that in. I've got a bit of fabric here. There's a lot of different patterns. What is that? So just moved something. So it was just flown right across the room. What is that? Oh, it's a little pail. A little tiny pail button. Oh, I'm actually seeing quite a lot of these tiny little pail buttons that have come loose out of this little container here. I don't know whether you can see that. And these are $1.95. Okay, let's, you know what we're gonna do? Oh God, they are like going all through my fingers. Oh my goodness. Right, okay. I'm gonna put them into this pot here. Anytime I see a rogue button, which I'm seeing tons of. Oh my goodness. Look at this applique. Oh wow. Look at that applique. It is stained, which is so upsetting because that would be absolutely unreal. I'm going to see if I can clean that up and iron it out. There's another applique here of a little flower. My poor nan probably never ever thought that I would be going through this on YouTube in front of everybody. An A, which has probably been bought for my sister. Maybe I will make something for her with that, as in like keeping that in mind. We've got some snaps. Some of this I actually, like this bag of stuff I bought on the car boot. Oh my God, another vintage bag. Safeway. Do you remember Safeway? Found this little teeny bag that has writing on. We do not recommend dye buttons for a use as contrast. These buttons have been dyed using the most modern processes, but we cannot guarantee that their dye fastness if the buttons are soaked or washed in detergent. Terrifying. Terrifying. Like, why would you even bother? Do you know what I mean? That's a plastic button. Love that they're giving that little kind of disclaimer, like, you know what, we're not going to take any responsibility if you wash your garments and these buttons, if they go and, ooh, what's this? Thank you, please call again. More buttons, more buttons, more loose pails. Oh my God, there's so many loose pails. So many loose pails. Another need, 2 more knitting needles, 3 knitting needles. we had wrote 3 little knitting needles. We haven't found the friend for this one, so I am just going to make the executive decision to get rid of that. Oh, wow, look at these buttons. Oh, they are stunning. Look at those. They're like, if you can't see them properly in the light, they are iridescent and they literally look like water droplets. That's so pretty. Oh, look at that button. It's like a gem. That is just an empty card that had snap fasteners, which aren't even on there anymore. A little balloon. Oh, how cute is that? A little balloon. Let's put that in there. Oh, look at this. Another little patch. I'm definitely going to be using that. That's so cute. So, I have just gone through absolutely everything in my wool stash. Oh, more buttons. Sorry. Almost. Almost. So what I'm going to do, so in here now I've got my pony beads, I've got some of the bits and bobs, some knitting needles. I'm going to put my little stuff in there as well, those little edgings. All the buttons can go in there too. The glue and the pens will go in the art cupboard. I also have a stack here of different patterns. Now, if these are knitting patterns, I will give them away. So if you would like a little parcel of vintage knitting patterns, give me a message on Instagram, which you can find the link in the notes of this video. Make sure you subscribe to my Instagram channel. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I will give you all of these different vintage knitting patterns, which are mainly cedar, which is really cool. So I'm going to go put all of this away. I feel like I've accomplished so much. It has taken me 4 hours. 4 hours to go through absolutely everything. And I feel like a giant weight has been lifted. And now I feel like I can actually just get my teeth like sunk into actually making projects and knowing what I actually have in. So that's really, really good. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that I've inspired you to get more organized with your collections, spend less in 2025, go back and kind of see what we have. And it's just going to be an easier way of planning out our projects. So I hope that this video has helped you. It really has helped me, and I'm feeling really, really organized and also just a little tiny bit overwhelmed. Remember, again, I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and I will see you in the next one.